This is the Benefactor Sterling GT. Buy it. End of review. What do you mean you want more? Oh, you want like reasons and stuff? Do you know what? Okay, fair enough. We'll do reasons as well, but you should definitely buy this. So let's do the top reasons why you should obviously watch this video to the end and like and subscribe, all that good stuff. But the top reasons why you should just go and buy this car as soon as you finish watching this video. And we'll start with the looks, because my god, just look at this thing. It is gorgeous from every single angle. It's a really good representation of the car it's based on, and what more can I say? It's just gorgeous. So let's move on to reason number 2, which is the looks. And I need to channel my inner Crichton here, but
now I realise that technically speaking that's only one, but I thought it was such a big one it was worth mentioning twice.
So we're all agreed on the looks. Brilliant. Let's move on to the noise this thing makes. And here's a little sneak peek. So this is regarded by many as the best sounding car in the game, with no exceptions. The sound it makes always reminds me of the old Merlin engines from the Spitfires. Which is a sound that a lot of the newer powerful Mercedes have chosen to ape. It's a fantastic sounding thing, and definitely has my vote for the best sounding car in the game. What do you think? You dive into the comments and let me know. Number 4, the handling, which I'm not going to lie to you, I'm not going to say it's good, but it is fun. This thing, it isn't like the grotty omelette where a level 1 can pick this car up, get into it and drive it pretty well straight away. But it's also not like the Arbiter HSW, and if you've got an Arbiter HSW, you'll know what I mean. Your Arbiter wants to kill you, your Arbiter hates you and wants you to die in a flaming, spinning fireball. But this isn't quite like that. It is definitely tricky, you need to get used to it, and if you want a good lap time out of this thing, it will grab you by the scruff of the neck and say, "Earn this." So it definitely gets points from me on handling, even though the handling itself is a little bit tricky. I say tricky, a little bit tricky. It's a lot tricky. It's very wild at the rear end, but in a reasonably controllable way, unless it's raining or snowing, or it's a day with a Y in it. On to number 5, and that is the price. Now this thing is on offer this week, which means you can get this for 600,000. And I guarantee you will not get a better looking, faster and just all round cooler car in the game this week for 600,000. It's an absolute bargain. Now I throw into that, yes, your upgrades are going to cost a bit more, especially if you're on expanded and enhanced and you want to put the HSW upgrades on it. So yeah, it will cost a little bit more then, but the base price of this car for this week, absolute bargain in this week's GTA Online weekly update. Reason number 6, if we need more, I can keep going. Reason number 6 is the top speed, especially for the HSW version. Now as we whiz round here, we'll just speed this bit up so we can get to the top speed section. And through the magic of editing, we're there already. So for those of you that are new to the channel, which will be quite a few of you, what I have here is a section of road that's exactly 1 mile long that I've measured. What I do here is I floor whatever I'm driving, time how long it takes me to get to the second marker, which is just up here under these silos, do a little bit of maths, and that gives you the total top speed. And here's what this one managed to do. But just a reminder that this is an achievable top speed, not a theoretical one. This is what you can actually hit through traffic with other people on the road. And for an old car, that's not half bad. So let's keep going with these reasons. Number 7, just all over coolness factor. It is one of the coolest cars in the game for all of those reasons, because it, did I mention the looks? It looks cool, the driving's fun, the customization is good. I've gone for sort of a retro racer build, which I think looks awesome. I haven't changed this since I first spec'd this up, God knows how long ago. It's just one of the coolest cars in the game, and if you're in this in a session, you will be in the coolest car in the session. Usual caveats apply, that's as long as you don't glitch white walls onto this thing. Yes, it's an old car, you should be able to get away with white walls on an old car. Just don't, please don't. And the last reason? Well, it's the lap time. You can probably already see from the time in the bottom right, I nearly said left, from the time in the bottom right, that this is putting together a really decent lap. Now, I have already done quite a decent lap in this, but it was a while ago. This is actually one of the first cars I ever tested. So I don't often retest them because I don't want to bore you with the same content, but this is such a good car and it was such an old review, I thought this definitely warranted another shot. And if you look at the time this thing's managed to put together, this is right at the very top of the leaderboard. I'll spoil that surprise now, but I'll not show you the actual time for a little while. It's right at the very, very top. But does it beat the Niobe? Does it beat the Stinger TT? There you go, 7:35, second. So only just beats the Stinger TT, which is a much more modern car, which is claimed to be the fastest in the game. Now I've got to admit, I've done quite a few laps in the Stinger TT and I've slated its handling all throughout. But this has tricky handling in a different way. It's just fun, it's enjoyable. It's an enjoyable car to drive. You should absolutely pick this thing up. It really is a bargain. And that's it for this video. I hope my 8 reasons to buy this have convinced you to go and buy it. If you do buy it, let me know in the comments, and let me know what you've done with it and what lap time you managed to hit. So thanks again for watching. I'll see you all in the next one.